Are you speaking your customer's language? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today I'm coming to you from the beaches of Bandon, Oregon. I'm here on the little patio here of the motel that we've got here just on the beach. The beach is right back there. I think because of the exposure, you can't quite see it. We're getting towards sundown right now out here. You might be able to hear cars driving by or waves or a little bit of wind here and there. But it's a nice, but relatively peaceful night. But it reminds me, my experience here reminds me a whole lot of my experiences in building campaigns and working with speaking to customers or potential customers or clients through advertising and through ongoing communication via any form of marketing whatsoever. We talk a lot about content marketing. Well, sometimes content marketing isn't just for potential customers. Sometimes it's for your current customers and to really be able to send them a direct message. So this is it's a very interesting example. So when I grew up in Northern California, and the closest beaches that everyone tended to go to were right around Santa Cruz area, and so there were Capitola and Aptos and all these areas around there, and that tended to be a pretty good beach location that everyone would go to, especially during in the middle of the summer. And when you think of a beach in terms of a Northern California beach, that was, I mean, pretty cold water, but great sand, and still very much worth swimming in and surfing in and just having an all out good time. You could spend all day at the beach. Uh, as I got older, started going to more Southern California where the water's a little warmer. You can spend a little bit more time, and then you start going to places like Hawaii, and some of these places where the water is actually warm, where there's literally warm water, and that just blows your mind if you're not used to it. And that's a completely different thing when you use the word beach. A Hawaiian beach is nothing like a beach in Northern California. And then got a little bit older and went to the Pacific Northwest. I'm up here in Oregon, and you go to the beaches here, and people don't go swimming in the water up here. It's still fabulous. It's a great vacation. It's a great place to go, but it's a completely different vacation. Beach here does not mean swimming and surfing, unless, I mean, you can surf if you've got a wetsuit and you're very adventurous, but you're not going to see a whole lot of surfing going on out here in general. There's going to be a lot more people just walking the beach, and sometimes you're walking the beach in a sweatshirt like this, or like today, you walk around in flip flops, shorts, and a sweatshirt on top with a beanie or something to keep you warm. And so that's how we hang out in beaches in Oregon. But it's not the same thing. The exact same word for nearly the exact same location means at least 10 different things depending on where you're at in the world. I don't know. I haven't even been to all the different types of beaches. I've seen pictures of other types that I've never experienced, so I can only imagine. But you have to be very careful in trying to instill an idea, instill an emotion, instill a concept to somebody. And if you have a very limited experience in that area, there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to realize that someone else may be having an extremely different experience when you're using the exact same words. Words matter because it's how we initiate the communication. There's a whole bunch of communication beyond the words, right? The communication I'm having with you right now is very much beyond words. But the words matter. and they can take a person to a completely different place than you think you're taking them to. So it's something to really consider. It's just the thought for the day. If you're looking for some more expansive thoughts in terms of long-term strategies for your business, I recommend my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You can get your very own free digital copy at amazonproofbook.com. We'll be back tomorrow. By tomorrow, we should be back in Grants Pass, Oregon, a little further away from the coast. But for now, you have a great one. And in the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.